Hello everybody, Geezer Tony back again with another fun golf video. What are we doing today? Well, it's late August. It's 2:15 in the afternoon. It's 96 degrees. The heat is back. And you say, well, why do you play in such heat? Well, this is when the course is the least crowded and I can do the best videoing. So today, what are we going to do? I want to talk to you more about Kirk Yunga's setup for impact golf swing. If you've seen any or many of my videos, you've watched me hit it, and I get a lot of comments that say, "Oh, your swing looks simple. It looks easy." You know, comments such as that. And I want to share that with you because it is kind of easy. I want to talk to you today about the secret to golf. I look at YouTube a lot. In addition to making my own videos, I watch others, and everybody has a secret. The secret to this, and the secret to that, and the secret to putting, and the secret to long drives, and the secret to chipping, and on and on and on. I searched YouTube for golf secret, and I stopped counting at over 250 videos. Well, I'm going to tell you secret. There is no secret. There's nothing that's being discovered now that wasn't already known. They do have more sophisticated equipment to measure things and determine how they affect things, but all in all, it's still the same golf swings that we always made. So I wanted to talk to you today about my golf secret and the reason I play so well. And that secret is Kirk Yunga's setup for impact golf swing. If you've watched my videos, or if this is your first one, pay attention to how I play today and what my swing looks like and how simple it looks. And I'm going to tell you, it is that simple. Once you learn it, which doesn't take that long and it's easy to learn, it's very efficient. It's very easy to execute. And soon you could be playing golf very similar to how I am. So we're going to go over here to the first tee. We're at the Carolina Lakes Golf Club down near Spring Lake, North Carolina. And I'm going to be playing the back tees and just playing along and then talking to you about setup for impact and how you can improve your own game. So let's get on over to the tee and get started. We are out here at the Carolina Lakes Golf Club down near Fayetteville, North Carolina. You're going to hear a lot of noise here. We're near a military base, Fort Liberty. There's going to be a lot of helicopters, airplanes, and even the cars around here because of the military base being here. There's a lot of testosterone here, so you're going to hear a lot of loud cars coming up and down the road. That being said, number one hole here is par 4, 412 dogleg left. We're going to get started, and we're going to talk about setup for impact golf swing as we play along. So let's get going. We kind of want to hit it straight out and then turn it over a little bit here, if possible. It didn't turn over much, but it's fine. It's right in the middle. It'll just be a little bit longer shot to the green. And I mentioned in another video I was going to start telling you guys what ball I'm playing with that day because I'm not that particular about a ball. Today I'm playing the Kirkland, the newer one that they have out. They're okay. I'm not that crazy about them, but I bought some and I'm going to use them. And today seems like a good day to. So Kirkland Signature today. So since the tee shot didn't turn over the way I wanted, I kind of went through the fairway a little bit. Fortunately, I have a shot. I'm very elevated and the green is down here, and I've got a pine tree up here. I'm going to have to keep the ball under the limbs. I'm 120 playing 115. And to keep it down, I'm just going to hit a less lofted wedge and maybe not hit it as full. So, set up for impact. What is it? It's a golf swing that simplifies the motion through a different setup and some learning drills so that the swing is much easier to execute. And as we play along, you're going to see that it's called a single plane setup, and it really helps you hit the ball straight. And I do not lose any distance. The knock on single plane supposedly is you lose distance, but let's talk to Bryson about losing distance. He's single plane. He is practically set up for impact. He just doesn't use those words, but all the things he does is what we do, minus the power, of course. We've even heard him say the same thing that we teach. We're trying to take the excess motion out of your golf swing to make it simpler. So let's hit this wedge down and see if we can get it on the green. Using a wedge, which would go a little too far if I really hit it, but maybe I can bounce it on the green and keep it up under those limbs a bit. In order to do that, I'm going to play the ball farther back in my stance, and I'm going to keep my hands well ahead. And then again, I don't have to hit a full shot or a full swing. I don't have to make a full swing. Got it under the limbs, and it's a little bit, it stopped just short of the green, no bounce at all down there. So we're left with about a 30-foot chip, and it's a very, very uphill landing area. Where the ball is lying is fairly level, but that landing area is going to want to slow the ball down quite a bit. So I'm going to use a gap wedge to help get it up the hill. And we're going to use the technique set it for impact, which is make the club an extension of your lead arm from both directions, from face on and from here. And we're just going to put our trail hand on more underneath and not way over on top. We want the shaft to align with your trail forearm, at least up to the elbow. This is what Setup for Impact teaches. And what you'll find if you adapt it is when you do all your learning drills with this setup and you do them properly, it creates an unbelievably wonderful short game. That's for me was an unexpected bonus. I didn't really expect it, but now the short game is the strength of my golf, I think. So we're just going to have our hands ahead here, turn our toes a little toward the target, and then just really not use the hands and make sure we make impact with our hands leading the club head. Hold the club lightly, take enough backswing, don't punch it. There we go, we got a 1 foot tap in. Number 2 is also a par 4, it's 403, a little bit shorter than number 1, but it's uphill and it's much more difficult. So we're going to have a much longer shot to the green. So what do I think? I think about on these shots, I try not to take that into consideration when I hit my tee shot. I just want to hit my normal tee shot and just take whatever's left. If you strain because it's a longer hole or because it's uphill, you're going to hit a bad shot and make it even worse. So let's see if we can hit this a good solid drive out in the fairway and have some kind of a shot to the green. That's going to be decent. It'll be along the left edge. Pretty solid though. Ended up here in the left, some light rough here. We have 150 yards and some trees kind of in the way. I'm going to have to draw this. I'm going to go with 9-iron and try to draw it in. What we want to do here is make sure we don't go long because the green slants towards us severely. If you get behind the green, there's really not much chance of making par. So, if we miss, we want to be just short, just not in that bunker maybe. So I'm going to try to start it out there to the right and then just draw it in and maybe let it bounce up on the green. It's trying to come. And it is. It's up there just short of the green. So I'm pretty happy with that, even though it's not on the green. So we still have a kind of a tough little chip here because I've got a very uphill lie hitting into an uphill landing area, but the flag is really this way and we don't want to go much past it. It's going to bounce left also. So we want to read the chip like we do a putt. I need to chip this about 4 feet, 3 to 4 feet to the right of the hole, and I need to carry it probably halfway between the edge of the green and the hole. We'll do that with the same technique we used on number 1. There's another easy par. About a foot. Number 3 is a 300-yard par 4. So we could get up close to the green maybe if we hit a good one. Good chance for birdie. So we're going to set up with the driver and with every club the same way we did with those chips. Make the golf club an extension of your lead arm. Not this, not this, but just this. Here, not this, but this. Right hand under, trail shoulder back, and then you just rotate and make a good swing. Let's see what happens. That was a little lift, but there's a hill there. It should bring it back down. So it turns out the ball did bounce down the hill here, and it's not far from the green. So that would probably be about a 280-ish drive. Now, do I normally hit the ball 280? No. But the ground is pretty hard here, and the fact that it hit over here on this hill and kicked down gave it some extra roll too. So that's the explanation for it. When you average a certain length off the tee, that means you hit some of them longer and some of them shorter. So we've got, the flag is way in the back of this green. We've got probably 50 yards, maybe 150 feet. I'm going to chip with this pitching wedge just to help it run back there. Maybe we can get it in range for a good birdie putt. Same technique as before. As always. Run, honey, run. It's breaking the wrong way, but I think the speed is good. Looks like about a 6-footer maybe. Okay, so it ends up being 10 feet. That flag is so far back. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a downhill putt in it. It looks like it wants to come left just a bit. So let's just give it a roll, see what. Okay, number 4 is also a par 4. It's just a little shorter and the tee is very elevated. So I'm going to just go with 3-wood here instead of driver. Should be on the right side of the fairway, no problem. We ended up in the light rough, 90 yards. But since it's uphill, I think it's going to be a stock sand wedge. So we're going to go ahead and try to go a little bit right of the flag or at it. I don't really want to be left. It's a much tougher putt from over there. And there I go jerking it to the left. So we're going to have to deal with it. It's on there. Okay, well, that bad shot ended up on the green, about 25 feet. Not the putt I wanted, but hey, for a bad shot, we'll take it. My job now is not to 3-putt because it's very downhill, very fast. It's going to go a lot to the left. Let's see if we can just ease it down there and get it in tap-in range. Well, I was a little too careful, but it's a par. Number 5 is a par 5. 550 yards on the card, but I see some room back here, so I'm going to say we're more like 535. Still tough enough. Tee shot goes down over a hill and everything. Well, the hole goes to the right, but the hill leans to the left, so it makes it a tough drive. And if if I really hit a good drive, I can have a chance to get to the green, especially with this ground hard. But what I need is to hit it kind of near that bushy pine tree with some cut on it to keep it in the fairway. This is really kind of more introductory to set up for impact, the basics of it. And I'm just trying to show you how simple it is and how well you can play with it. You may play as well as I do, you may not, but you're going to play well because you're going to pretty much know what to do. You're going to pretty much know where your ball's going, and you're not going to be worried about it while you're hitting. You're just going to go up, matter of fact, and say, I know what to do here, and you go up and you do it. We're going to hit it at or toward that left pine on the left and with a little cut, I hope. Oh, perfect. Yes. I might have a shot at the green from there. Well, I did end up in the left side of the fairway, and that's why I needed the cut, because the hill back here leans this way, and even though I cut it, it's going to run it this way. Now over here on this side, it leans that way. So that means I need to hit at basically at that bunker to get it not to run away. I'm 240 and I'm going with this 3-iron. I think with the hard ground, I can get it there. But the biggest part is, the biggest point here is just to hit a solid shot and get it up somewhere near around the green and have a chance to get up and down for par. Just not do anything really crazy. So I'm going to kind of aim it at that bunker and see if it'll roll most of the rest of the way. There she goes. That may be pretty good there. It's going just by the front of the bunker right now. We got this ball to within about 10 steps of the green. It's a very high upslope here. It wouldn't have rolled on. And it really wasn't the most solid 3-iron I ever hit. But I feel like if I did hit more solid, it would have just run more that way. So I'm pretty happy with where it is. We're not machines. We don't hit everything perfectly, and success does not equal perfection. So very good shot. We've got a level chip to, which generally makes it behave like a lower running chip shot than you actually hit. And the flag is about, I'm going to say the hole is 45 feet from me. So we're just going to try to, same thing we talked about on the first hole, same setup. We're going to just rock, make impact with our hands ahead. Break on over there, baby. Yeah, look at this. It's just so easy. I think everybody should do setup for impact. It's just nothing difficult about it at all. But I'm gonna say this is 2.5 feet. Still a really good chip shot. And there's the first birdie. Well planned out. Okay, we've reached hole number 6, par 3. As you can see, the green is very uphill from here. The rangefinder says 127, but I'm going to say it's at least 10 more than that from the uphill. I'm going with pitching wedge, which is a 140 club. Same setup as always. Straight line from your shoulder, down your arm, through your shaft to the club head. None of this. Okay, same with this side. Straight line. None of this. Trail hand on at a 45-degree angle underneath. Then you just aim and go. Like shooting a gun. Right in the middle of the green. Look at that. Really nice. and easy. We got that wedge on the green about, I'm going to say, what, 16, 17 feet. The best news is we got it in the shade. It's really hot today. I don't see a lot in this putt. It may come a teeny bit left, but again, it's very downhill, so we just want to be a little careful. I would like to give it a chance. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. That was a really good putt. We're now on hole number 7. It's a par 4 dogleg left over that creek. I don't know how long it is. The cart's way down there. I'll put it on the screen. I'm guessing it's right around 400 yards. We'll see. So I'm going to hit driver from back here. Usually from the regular tees, I don't hit driver. But anywhere out there is good. Even far right toward the cart path, it's probably only 170, and then the further left you go, the closer you can get to the green. I'm going to try to hit it out there with just a little apple turnover on it. Set up for impact. Aim the gun. Fire. Got a little draw. It's coming. Yeah. Yeah, right out in the middle. I could have hit it straight to there, but oh well. Maybe some of you are thinking about trying it. I hope so. If you need help and you're anywhere near me, um, you can contact me at setupforimpact.com under the instruction tab. And I get people from different states all around, different cities within North Carolina. If you're in Florida, you can go see Kirk Yunga in West Palm Beach. He also does 3-day schools in West Palm Beach. Along with me in Sanford, we have one coming up in October. And he works in Cincinnati several times a year. So you could sign up for one of those schools. Or he has an online program that you can do. So there's a lot of ways to get this information. But for right now, if you just want to check it out, search Kirk Yunga. That's Junge on YouTube. And he has a lot of videos, and all of them have a little tip about how to do this. None of it gives you the whole thing, of course, but it's enough to get you going and see if you really want to do this or not. So I highly recommend it for everyone. Okay, so I wasn't as close as I hoped. And I really thought the flag was in the middle. Normally that little second flag on there, if it's in the back, will be way up towards the big flag. But I had the correct yardage, so that's kind of irrelevant. So we have what we have. We got an uphiller going left. The greens are running a little slow, I believe, so I need to really hit this one, and I'd like to give it a chance. Now, you see how quickly it stopped. They're just not drifting out. They're pretty slow, which is to be expected when it's this hot. Okay, we're on number 8. It's a par 3. It's 150 yards uphill. So I played 8-iron. Silly me, I forgot. I turned the camera off after the last green to cool it, put it in some ice packs. Never turned it back on. So I'm back there like an idiot talking to the camera and telling you everything, and the camera's not on. So I semi-bladed that 8-iron. I'm on the back fringe here now. Normally this would be impossible, but I think with these slow greens today, I might have a chance for a 2-putt, which is something else you rarely see me do, is putt from off the green, but today I'm going to do that. Let's see if we can just ease it down there. Wow, look at the break. Wow. Wow. Speed was perfect, but I'm still 5.5 feet from the hole. Got left with about a 4.5 footer straight uphill. Little break to the right. I got to hit it hard. These greens are really slow. Wow. Okay, saved a par. So I was saying to the camera as it was turned off back there, when I semi-bladed that 8-iron, it probably didn't go 25 feet high, but it went straight at the target. And my point there was that another big benefit, other than short game mastery or expertise or whatever you want to call it, with setup for impact, you'll find that your misses are a lot better. They didn't go into the creek or over in the woods or in the pond. It went straight at the target. And yeah, it hit short of the green, it bounded up and it went over, but I saved a par out of it. And I'm going to credit that to setup for impact. The missed shot benefit of it and the short game benefit of it helped me get that par. So let's move on over to number 9, and that will be the last hole in this video. Got a nice natural vine of muscadine grapes here. You can see the grapes hanging here all up through the tree. Here's some. And they go all back in there. And also, I don't know about right now, but there are persimmon trees right here. And I'm not sure when persimmons ripen and fall, but I have seen persimmons hanging back here. So we're on hole number 9. .417, although it tees up a little, I'd say it's more like 400 here. Straight away, the fairway leans a little left, so we want to either cut it or shade it to the right a little. I'm going to try to just cut it a teeny bit. Yeah, that should be good. That hill will bring it right back down. Really good. Well, we did bounce right back out here in the right side of the fairway. We have 142 yards left, and the flag's on the front, and it's uphill. I'm going to go with 9 and cannot miss left. You really don't want to miss right, but you cannot miss left. It'll run 40 yards away. So I'm going to play like just right of the pin or right at the pin and hope I can hit it straight. Did a good setup. I like the line of it. I think it hit just short and bounced on. Okay, so that's it for today. 9 holes, I think 2 under. I really wanted to show you the secret to golf, my secret to golf anyway, and it is setup for impact. I hope all of you will try it, give it a shot. Again, you can go to setupforimpact.com. You can find out some of it there. You can search YouTube for Kirk Junge, that's Kirkjunge. His YouTube channel gives a lot of tips for setup for impact. And also you can sign up for either one of us for a school or a lesson on setupforimpact.com under the instruction tab, the drop down menu. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll give Setup for Impact a try. And for now, this is Geezer Tony signing off till next time.